So the language school is just up here. So we'll go up there soon and you can see where I used to sleep. That was my safe place. When it rained some nights before I went to there, I would go around the back here and read because they got lights over there.
That's at the amphitheatre?
Yeah, just around there. But this is where I used to come and read or play on my phone.
Yeah.
But I would finish up at dinner up at City Mission and come straight up here. I never walked around the streets. There's no point. So I never knew what was going on down Queen Street or up Clay Road because I was never around.
Yeah.
As soon as night time came, I came here to read for about an hour and then I would go shoot up to the deck and actually carry on playing with the phone. Set up, play with my phone or use the torch on my phone to carry on reading.
What did you do like for your stuff?
What did I do with my stuff?
Yeah.
I had a storage place.
Oh.
I'll show you when we get up there.
Yeah.
Where I used to store all my gears, and I would only carry my backpack. So that was the only bag I would carry every day. The reason why I used to have that, why I was allowed to store my gears in this, but I asked for permission if I could use their recycling bin. So they had four recycling bins around the back.
Yeah.
And I asked them if I could use one of the recycling bins for my storage. And it was the teachers that used to come in every morning.
Give you coffee and...
Yeah, and give me coffee and stuff like that. But that was a relationship built over time.
Because how long were you living up there?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Because I've been up there lately and the place is kind of like... I see people still sleeping there, but they're not cleaning up after themselves, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't like, is that, you know, you get up and leave all your cardboard in there and your rubbish there and just disappear. They don't like that, and I know that for a fact. But when I moved up there, you know, Darren, who was, I call him our landlord because he was the person I had to ask if I could live there. Now, Darren was about 52, 53. Yeah, he was an alcoholic, but he was a good drunk, good alcoholic. He never caused no one any harm, no problems, no whatsoever. So I didn't mind living up there with him. But he set down the rules when I first asked him. Because when I first went up there, Carl, who was staying up there at the time too, Carl from Wanganui, he was an ex-Kiwi fruit picker. And he asked me to come up and stay at one night because he was on his own. So I thought, okay, why not? I met Carl up at Auckland City Mission. So I went up and I stayed up there for one night. And then he goes, oh, bro, ask Darren when he gets back if he can stay up here. Darren has a few rules, but he'll let you know them if he lets you stay here. So Darren come back. I went up and I says, because I couldn't find anywhere really decent. I was moving around, plodding around Auckland City. And I thought about staying around the back here, but security was here at the time, so you couldn't really. So they would move you on. And it was getting moved on a lot. So I thought, fuck, you know, because that was a safe place, and Darren had been up there 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I thought, fuck, why not? Because I had a good, decent sleep up there, and fuck, I only can ask. So Darren came back about 10:30 that night. Yeah. And he goes, oh, you must be John, eh? And I went, yeah, bro. Yeah, you must be Darren. And he goes, yeah. Carl told me all about you. And I went, oh, yeah. He goes, oh, Carl also told me that you cleaned all the leaves off the deck. And I went, oh, yeah. He goes, well, I have a few rules, bro. And so I went, oh, so I'm allowed to? And he goes, yeah. Only because of that fact, bro, you cleaned up. He goes, okay. So I said to him, oh, so is it all right? And he goes, yeah, but I have a few rules, bro. We don't piss or shit around here. This is our home, bro, so we don't do any of that here. Yeah. If you want to do any of that, there's the toilets down here in Albert Park. And I says, and he said to me, they close at 10:30. I went, yep, not cool. And we clean up, bro. We clean up the deck and we pick up the rubbish around the area. Yeah. And I went, oh, yeah, not cool. I can live with that. Those are pretty simple rules. And he didn't know about my past. Yeah. And then he found out through some of the other boys from up Auckland City Mission that I was an ex-military. And then he goes, oh, no, you can stay here for as long as you like, bro, because I know you got that discipline. I went, yeah, okay, no, all good, bro, but, you know, we had some fun up there. Yeah. And we also had some bad times, too, because some people would come up a bit loud. Yeah. Some nights that we had up here, but, you know, the police would turn up anyway and just remove them. But they would come over and ask us, you know, who are you? they would take their name and details, and that was fine because I knew I had nothing, I hadn't done anything. So
you weren't disturbing.
Yeah, so we weren't disturbing the peace. And they didn't move us on, so I thought that was good. And I was like, oh cool, these guys are not moving us on, they're just checking up on us, making sure we're all right. They knew all about Darren and his drinking habit. They knew all about Darren's mates and their drinking habits, because every time they used to come up, we were always in bed while they were drinking. And they, Darren would say, so we won't make too much noise. But it was so much fun for him, Yeah. That's why I didn't mind being out on the streets at that time, because in 2010, when I came out here, I think it was around about October 2010. That was the worst 3 months of my life, from October to 2011. Because there was just finding places to sleep.
Getting moved on all the time.
Getting moved on all the time, having lack of sleep, I would always go to the library during the day to sleep. Tabita down there, the security guard, big Tabita down there, he would always wake us up. You can't sleep here, you can't sleep here. So for a few months there, that's what he was doing. As soon as we nodded off, he was like, hey, you can't sleep here. But then after a while, he started giving us a break.
Yeah.
Because he knew we were from the streets, and he'd go, okay, you'll come over. You can't sleep here, but I'll come back in a couple of hours and I'll wake you up and you go outside and get some fresh air, eh? And I'm like, yep, cool. It made for difficult times at the start of it, because it was just, finding a nice spot and having to be moved on all the time and being woken up at all godly hours of the mornings and having to find another space. Sometimes you would go and then just double back, go back to the same spot because he's not going to come back.
Thinking back to those times, like, those are the worst times, and what was the thing that made you feel safe?
I knew I could have a decent sleep, and I knew I wouldn't be woken by the public. The only ones that would wake me was the police. And then, like I said, once they got to know me, they didn't even bother waking us because they knew who we were. And they knew each of our blankets, so I had a set colour of blankets. I would wash every week. So they knew, there's John, there's Kyle, who's that? And then they'll go and wake that person up. Some nights we would wake up when they come and they'd just go, go back to sleep, John, or go back to sleep, Darren. We just want to know who that other person is over there, so it was just too big. So that's what made me feel safe.
It's also nice that they were checking up on
you. And in 2012 there was 3 officers. One was a Russian, one was an Englishman, and one was a Kiwi. And they would always come up here and check on us. That was in 2012. They were every Friday, Saturday, because they knew this was where all that, drinking, students drinking, homeless drinking. So they knew around that time this is where they could catch people breaching the liquor ban. So they would come over and check up on us, there's John with his folded up clothes and his bag in his corner, and his, But they were great. Because not often they would come up and just do a check. They'll just come up for a talk to see how we are, and has anybody been bothering you guys, So it made for a safe environment. For me anyway, it did. And I knew I didn't have to sleep with one eye open up here, because I knew I had them around somewhere, they weren't too far away, the police. But even the students, they wouldn't bother us. The students that were drinking, they wouldn't bother us because they knew we were there, and if there was, they would always come around drunk, see us and go, shh, shh, go around the other side. These fellas are sleeping. So you knew, okay, that guy knows we're here. So he's taking his mates away, not to wake us up. So, a lot of students knew we were up there, and they knew that was our spot. And some of them would sit down on our steps, and just quietly talk away there and finish off their bottles, and then, quietly walk away with their bottles and put them in the bin. You can hear them putting them in the bin. It's like, oh, sure. So we did have some relationships with some of the students here. They'll come over and, bro, you all right, bro? Yeah, but all good. Yes, you want something to eat? I've got something here, and if you want it, hey. I was like, okay, and they would leave us, chicken and chips and pizzas.
So you really were part of the community.
Yeah. And they made us a part of the community. It might be just us up there, We can't speak for the rest of the homeless community, but we were quite well looked after by the community and the police, you know, and it was like, okay. And then the teachers started getting involved, you know, because they knew that they knew when they came in the morning. One of the teachers did say when we used to come in every morning, we used to notice the deck was clean, always clean off the leaves, you know, there was no leaves. This was after we left. He would always notice every morning, our deck's clean, the rubbish has been picked up around the space. And then one morning he came in real early, you know, it was about 5:30 he came in. And he came in real early and he switched on the light on our deck. And we all popped up and ready to get up, and he comes out and he goes, no, I'm sorry. Sorry guys. And it was like, oh no, we're sorry. You know, is it that time already? And he goes, no, I just come up early because I wanted to see who was living on the deck. I said, oh, are we in trouble? And he goes, no. He goes, thank you guys. And we all looked at him and went, thank you for what? He goes, for cleaning up. You guys do a wonderful job every morning. I come into work and you guys have cleaned up around our area, cleaned up around the building. And I was like, oh, well, you know, we got to live here and we don't want to be kicked off here because we got to keep our, you know, we treat it like our home. You could pretty much call us the unseen society, the unseen homeless, and you go, no, I like it because you guys, you know, have been doing this for a long time. And then that's when the coffee started coming in the mornings. You know, he would specifically bring us 4 coffees, you know, Peter, and it was great. Because, you know, when we get up at 6 o'clock, we'd pack up our stuff, clean up the deck, sit on the deck for a little while, have our little cigarettes. Me and Peter would wait for the showers to open, so the showers just open at 7.
Was this like when they used to have the night shower, right? Yeah.
So the showers used to be open at 7, so we used to go wait for 7 o'clock, and then me and Peter would shoot up to the showers, have our change of clothes, because John used to put out all those changing of clothes, all these clothes out so we could grab a fresh pair of clothes. And that's what we did. And that was our daily routine. Darren wasn't a man for washing himself and washing his clothes. But after a year of us, you know, we did not say, you need a shower, boy, you stink like to high heavens. We never ever did that to Darren. Yeah, he smelled. Yeah, but we didn't let him know. And Peter was like, oh, we need to let him know, bro. And I said, no, bro. It's better for us to show him, because the more we tell him to, hey, you need a shower, he won't. I think it was after a year of that, he started noticing, you know, he said he had noticed throughout the whole time that this is, he goes, oh, I'm going to come to the showers with you. And we all went, what? He goes, don't laugh, don't think, you know, I'm coming to the showers with you. He says, well, that's up to you, Darren. But cool, come. You know, some jeans and stuff up there, because he used to freak out over the clothing he used to get up there. Well, I used to wear some nice clothing out here.
But that's why you maintained your anonymity on the streets, eh? Because you never looked homeless.
No one suspected I was homeless except the library.
Yeah.
They were the only ones that knew. No one else. Oh, and Auckland City Mission.
Yeah.
You would not, that's why I say to a lot of people, you would not have picked me for being homeless back in those days. 4 years I did it, and for 4 years no one really knew except the librarians and Auckland City Mission. Life-wise, I wasn't attending Life-wise at that time because I didn't have a reason to attend Life-wise, because I accessed all the services through, and at that time I was more ignorant to the fact that there's Life-wise as well, use Life-wise or not, because all my needs were getting met by Auckland City Mission. Yeah. When I applied for housing in 2010, when I first knew about the homeless team and what they do and, you know, helping you get into housing, I applied through them to get into Housing New Zealand. And because I was deemed a high priority, all right? Yeah. But I wasn't deemed within the category that would get me housing as fast as, you know. So I was under 12. Yeah. So I was high priority, but I think I was an 8 or 9. And I didn't even realise there was numbers on it. Every time I used to ask, they just said I was high priority. I thought, oh, what's with the numbers? He goes, oh, if you're in between this category, 1 to 8, you're not so in need of a home. And I went, no, that's bullshit, that's wrong. Yeah. And then I became a high priority 12. So I was in need of a home because my status in the community was like at 3 years on the streets, 4 years on the streets. The man's been on the streets 4 years now. Hey, he should have been on the high priority list. And that's what, when I had my shower at Rob's, that's what she said too.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to find out where I was on the list. The tenant manager at that time, Caroline.
Yeah.
So she went back to the office after all the inspections were done through the day. And then she found out, hey John, you're over the phone, she says, you're high priority 12, John. And I says, yeah, I know. She goes, you should have had a home, because you told me all your friends are starting to get homes before you. And I went, yeah. And they applied 2 years after me.
Yeah.
So why are they getting their homes now and I'm not? And she goes, no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
So she says, well, give me another 10 minutes. I'll ring you back. And then we'll go from there. We'll take the next step from there, John. I went, okay. And again, I rolled my eyes. And I was like, oh, yeah, I heard that one before.
Yeah.
But, 10 minutes later, I was having dinner up at Auckland City Mission. And she said, she rings me and she goes, John, I've got good news. And I went, oh, shocked. She goes, are you prepared to move to Queen Street? And I went, yep. If it gets me off a porch and into a home, yep, I'm prepared to move in there. And she goes,
nice.
Well, we've got a place where I don't know they've lost you in the system. Yeah. But that's wrong. You should have been in there. You should have been there 2 years ago. Yeah. You should have been in the house in 2 years ago because you're a high priority. And you should have been in between 12 and 18 then. So yeah, that's what happened. I love Caroline to death because she got me the home. Yeah. But not long after she got me the home, she was gone. And it was like, well, now I've got to deal with a new tenant manager. And she's useless. I haven't even met her yet.
What happened to Caroline?
Caroline's been moved on.
Oh, what does that mean?
So she's no longer working for Housing New Zealand anymore. I think her record was too good for them because she was housing a lot of people, a lot of homeless people. Yeah, and a lot of the homeless people, like you said, they need further. Once they get into home, they need further, support, which they weren't getting. So, and that's what I noticed too, is that a lot of them, even Auckland City Mission, when they did get one person at home, they did not support him after that. Yeah. They left him to his own devices. Yep, we got you home, chalk that up, tick. Yeah. But then you find the man's out on the street another 3 months down the line, you're going, what the fuck are you doing out here, bro? He didn't know how to live in a home. Yeah. He still thought he was still on the streets while he was living under a roof. And that's what a lot of them said who had lost their homes. Fuck, I didn't know how to pay bills. Yeah. Bro, I didn't know how to pay my bills. I thought, my rent's coming out. That was it. They didn't worry about food. They knew where to go and eat at Auckland City Mission, so there's extra money for them to carry on with their addiction. And I don't blame with their addictions.
Well, it's often a byproduct of being, their life being...
So they still carry on with that lifestyle, even though they're in the home. On people that have addictions, you need to follow up on them and make sure they're all right. Because once you leave them in their homes and you just don't follow up on it, they're just going to go back to the same way. Before you know it, they're back out on the streets. You're dealing with them again. Yeah.
I've been walking all day long, trying to find a place to call home. I've been walking all day long. I've been walking for many miles. I got many more miles to roll. That ain't the way. That ain't the way the music goes. That ain't the way, yeah. That ain't the way the music goes. So when you go walking out on the bell, Don't go stepping on people's toes. There's no goodbye. There's no goodbyes on the road. There's no goodbyes, no, no. There's no goodbyes on the road. It ain't nothing personal. Sometimes I like to be alone. Wee-hee. Yeah, you're right. Now I got a fucking stitch. Ow.